Spider-Man is done with the normal routine. In the Spider Shadow series, Peter refuses to give up the Venom symbiote for fear that he won't be able to protect his loved ones without it. While Peter is visiting Aunt May, Hobgoblin attacks and accidentally kills her. Already struggling with prolonged exposure of the symbiote, Peter allows Venom to take over and he brutally murders Hobgoblin. J. Jonah Jameson then writes an article labeling Spider-Man as a murderer. In response, Peter busts into the Daily Bugle and breaks Jameson's hand and promises to break the other one if he doesn't stop. With Spider-Man now using lethal force, Kingpin becomes concerned that he might be his next target. He sends Shocker and Scorpion to confront Spider-Man. Peter ends up killing both of them mercilessly and presents their dismembered bodies to Fisk. Kingpin then reveals that he's discovered his true identity. Spider-Man then one-shots Fisk, killing him instantly. Realizing that Spider-Man is now the most dangerous villain, Doc Ock and Jameson team up to stop him by any means. Together, they form the new Sinister Six. However, Eddie Brock infiltrates the group and attacks Doc Ock, saying he wants to be the one to kill Spider-Man. Now with control of the tentacles, Eddie takes Otto's place on the team, becoming Brock Ock. Their plan is to lure Spidey to a remote location for an ambush. However, Peter uncovers their plot when he tortures and kills Beetle. Upon arriving at the location, the team discovers Beetle's corpse hanging in the trees. Realizing Spidey is already there, Spider-Man swiftly attacks and begins killing them. Jonah dons a giant mech suit and attacks. As Jameson gains the upper hand, he holds Spider-Man up to a fire, causing the symbiote to separate, revealing Peter's face. Jameson, realizing it's Peter Parker, saves him from the exploding building. Peter is finally free from the influence of the symbiote and begins to realize the horrible things he's done. Jonah tries to reassure him it was the suit that turned him into a monster and asks if the symbiote is dead. Peter says he doesn't think so because he can still feel its presence. Jameson takes Peter back to his apartment, but MJ insists that they all must leave. She reveals that before Fisk died, he exposed Spider-Man's identity and the police are searching for him. Peter, donning his original Spider-Man suit, sets out to locate the symbiote. While taking MJ home, Peter spots the Baxter building covered in symbiote goo, realizing it now has Reed. The Avengers are already on site when Peter arrives. Johnny then confronts Peter, blaming him for the crisis, as Reed told him to discard the suit. After convincing Cap that he needs to face the symbiote alone, Peter enters the building, but MJ and Johnny quickly follow. Everyone in the building is in a zombie-like state. As Peter and Johnny scale the elevator shaft, they are suddenly attacked by an infected Ben Grimm. The thing slams Spidey to the ground, but Peter is done holding back. Knowing that Ben can take it, he then hurls him out of the window where he lands in front of the Avengers. However, that battle took everything Peter had and he collapses. Johnny is now forced to face a Venom-bonded Mr. Fantastic in fire-resistant armor alone. The symbiote reveals it utilized Reed's intellect to generate more of itself, aspiring to save the world for Peter. As Venom is getting the better of the torch, out of nowhere, MJ shoots. As MJ gains the attention of Venom, it tells her that she was the one who stood in the way of its bond with Peter. Spider-Man struggles to regain consciousness when he suddenly discovers the Avengers have all been taken over by Venom. Peter knows he can't take them all in his current condition. Luckily, they take off and join Venom in its pursuit of Johnny and MJ. As they attempt to escape, Peter searches for a way to stop Venom. The Venomized Avengers quickly catch up to Johnny and knock MJ out of his hands. Fortunately, Sue shows up and saves her. Peter discovers the other symbiotes are all being controlled by Reed. He then comes up with a plan and requests Johnny's help, leaving Sue to solo the Avengers. She holds her own, but she too is eventually overtaken. Venom, now more powerful than ever, confronts Peter atop the Baxter building. Peter, knowing he can't win, offers to willingly bond with Venom if it will allow MJ and the others to go free. Venom agrees. However, in a preemptive measure, it kills Reed as it leaves him. As Venom bonds with Spider-Man, it's revealed that Peter and Johnny switched places. He then yells "Flame on," sending out a massive explosion, killing the symbiote. As Peter and MJ watch from a safe distance, Sue and the others are now left to grapple with the loss of Reed. Later, they forgive Peter, and he officially joins the Fantastic Four.